is the ABC 10 News Streamline, everything you need to know in 10 minutes or less. Tens of thousands of people gathered for Sunday's memorial for Charlie Kirk. Organizers say more than 200,000 people registered, exceeding the nearly 74,000 seat limit inside State Farm Stadium in Arizona. Kirk's widow, Erica, said she forgives the shooter.
He wanted to save young men, just like the one who took his life. That young man. I forgive him. I forgive him because it was what Christ did and is what Charlie would do.
Erica is now the new CEO of Turning Point USA, the organization her husband founded. She vowed to continue his legacy of embracing debate with political opponents. And at the memorial, President Trump said he will honor Kirk with the Medal of Freedom, which is the nation's highest civilian honor. During his speech, which often touched on political topics, Trump also gave a preview of an announcement he is expected to give today.
I think we found an answer to autism. How about that? Autism. Tomorrow we're going to be talking in the Oval Office in the White House about autism, how it happens, so we won't let it happen anymore.
The administration is expected to link the development of autism with Tylenol used during pregnancy, along with vitamin folate, often taken by women to help a baby's brain and spine develop. So far, no studies have proven that use of Tylenol, also known as acetaminophen, by pregnant women is a cause for autism. Now, some limited evidence suggests it is associated with higher rates of neurological issues, but those studies have been mixed. Now, you see the maker of Tylenol, this statement here, Kenvue, said, quote, acetaminophen is the safest pain reliever option for pregnant women as needed throughout their entire pregnancy. Without it, women face dangerous choices, suffer through conditions like fever that are potentially harmful to both mom and baby, or use riskier alternatives.
Over the weekend, several sources told the entertainment website Variety that Disney and Jimmy Kimmel are working towards a compromise to bring his show back. And ABC suspended the show after two large TV companies threatened to stop airing it because of Kimmel's comments on Charlie Kirk. There are a lot of moving pieces to all of this, especially if you don't really follow the TV industry. ABC 10 News reporter Emily Coffey goes behind the scenes to break down how it's all intertwined.
First, let's explain how TV works. ABC 10 News is owned by EW Scripps. We are also an ABC affiliate. That's an agreement to air their programming during specific times of the day. Think GMA, The Bachelor, and Dancing with the Stars. Most local stations are owned by bigger corporations. One of the biggest in the country is Nexstar. Here in San Diego, they own Fox 5 and KUSI. Nationwide, they are the largest owner of ABC-affiliated stations.
ABC 10 News is an ABC affiliate owned by the EW Scripps company. We do not have control over network programming decisions. We are forwarding all viewer feedback about the Kimmel controversy to ABC Network. Ukrainian President Vladimir Zelensky says he's meeting with President Donald Trump this week as tensions rise between the U.S. and Russia. Zelensky says they'll talk during the UN General Assembly in New York. Russia has ramped up its aggression in the past few weeks, sending jets and drones into NATO airspace. That includes countries like Estonia, Poland, and Romania. Trump recently said the U.S. will defend the Baltic states and Poland from Russia if necessary. Now, Article 5 of the NATO treaty says an attack on one member state is an attack on all of them, but invoking Article 5 requires alerting the UN Security Council. That group is holding an emergency meeting today at Estonia's request. In the Philippines, the most powerful storm on Earth this year is hitting the area with destructive winds and torrential rain. Typhoon Ragasa has caused evacuations for thousands of people. Hong Kong, Taiwan, and China are also preparing for this storm as it moves through the Pacific. The winds generated by this storm are reaching more than 165 miles per hour. That would be the same as a Category 5 hurricane.
The latest numbers show the cost of coffee has gone up, and now local businesses are looking for ways to eat up the costs. Grindhouse Coffee in Chula Vista is known for its extensive variety of coffee and tea.
Yeah, it's definitely something that you have to stay aware of.
But lately, owner Ron Ritchie says he's sticking to a select type due to cost.
I'm trying to be mindful of what country the coffee's originating from and what tariff is placed on that.
The latest consumer price index shows the cost of coffee went up by 21.7% in August when compared to the same time last year. This is the biggest price jump since 1997, and analysts are pointing to President Donald Trump's tariffs on goods from large coffee-producing countries as the reason for the increase, which includes a 50% tariff on coffee from Brazil, which is the largest supplier of coffee to the U.S.
Definitely won't be seeing any Brazilian single origins on our lineup for some time, but I feel like we're doing good at still keeping a good variety and being able to manage the cost as well.
Ron primarily uses coffee from Mexico, which is exempt from tariffs due to the U.S.-Mexico-Canada agreement. Ron places an order of coffee beans each week, and that will last him the entire week.
Our coffee orders average anywhere between $1,000 and $1,400 a week.
So far, Ron has been able to keep prices the same for their customers, with traditional coffee drinks under $4 and specialty coffee drinks under $6.75 for the largest size. But to help eat up the additional costs, Ron says they've had to shop around more for items, and they're more careful when it comes to how much they're buying.
Pitting my competitors against each other as far as like the supplies we get, like cups, and like making sure that I'm drilling down and getting the best possible prices on our milks, our boxes, our cups, lids, all that sort of stuff.
And while there's uncertainty surrounding the future of the marketplace, Ron says he'll continue to be cautiously optimistic. Costs will still be manageable, so he can focus on serving their customers.
You just got to kind of roll with the punches and take it week by week.
Marie Cornell, ABC 10 News.
And that's your ABC 10 News Streamline, everything you need to know today in under 10 minutes.